So Antifa is not an organization. It's just a political movement. It's just like saying that you're against fascism.
Some people don't think that.
Some people don't think that. Well, okay.
Yeah, some people
they're
identify
wrong.
as Antifa differently.
Okay, can you give me?
I don't know. You
example?
ask them.
I want
Yeah.
you to define Antifa.
Yeah, Antifa are okay, so there's two definitions of Antifa, right? There are the people who are like you, who say, oh yeah, I'm against fascism. Okay, that's cool. But then there's another group of people who feel like they have to be violent, they have to protest, they have to fight, and they take it out on
You're not
innocent
defining
people.
Antifa. I'm just asking you to define Antifa.
There's two definitions for Antifa.
Okay, give me like a clear definition of Antifa.
Well, it's pretty vague. So do you want Trump's definition or do you want my like
Donald Trump doesn't think it's vague because he defined this
Well, it's
certain
vague
word
because
as
you
a
are calling
definite
yourself
domestic
Antifa.
terrorist group.
Well, there's a lot of them, and a lot of them are violent. So.
Okay, so point me
Those
towards
are the
like one
Antifa that we're
specific
talking about.
organization. Point me towards one specific organization that he's labeling as terrorists. Do it.
Well, the important thing is that you are not a part of that organization.
Well,
right?
I mean, it just sounds like you're just trying to find
No,
a way
you're
to
not
ignore my
part of the
question.
problem.
So this really kind
Are
of
you a
sounds
part
like a
of any
deflection.
Antifa organizations?
Well, I mean, it kind of sounds like you're not willing to answer my question because you know that you can't name one.
I think if I was a terrorist, I wouldn't tell people that. Like, that's bad for getting caught.
Oh, okay. So you think that they're just concealing the fact that they're terrorists. So then how do you know that they're
Well,
terrorists?
yeah, criminals aren't gonna admit that they're criminals, right?
So then how
Like,
do you
you're just
know-
gonna
then how do you
you're gonna
know
get
that they're
arrested?
terrorists?
Well, we don't know. That's why I was being fair.
Oh,
The argument
wait,
was,
so
are
you're
there an
saying that you don't know.
organization-
So the argument is that you actually don't know, like specifically, like who Donald Trump is defining as a domestic terrorist. Because, like you,
No,
you
I
told
do
me.
know.
Oh, then
I do
who?
know.
Then who? Who? Give me a name.
Organizations
what
were
organizations?
calling themselves Antifa,
What? Okay, like Rose City Antifa.
which you are not a part of any of them. So
Okay,
you're
Richard,
okay, Dean.
you just said that you do know who Donald Trump is labeling as terrorists. I asked you,
Yes.
okay, who is he labeling as terrorists? And then you responded
Organized
by saying
Antifa.
organizations that are calling themselves Antifa. Okay, Rose City Antifa. Are they an organization that are calling themselves Antifa?
Well, they're probably being investigated right now.
Answer my question. Are they an organization that labels themselves as Antifa?
Yes.
Okay, so then following from your logic, you know that they're terrorists.
Well, they're probably being investigated as possible terrorists. He called all Antifa, which refers to organizations.
Okay, so then he did call Rose City Antifa domestic terrorists. Do you agree with
Well,
him?
if there's a lot of cells, I don't think he's naming all of them, right?
Okay,
he's
so
just gonna name like one group.
Okay, well then you don't know who he's calling terrorists because you just said that you know he's calling organizations like Rose City Antifa, right? These Antifa organizations. We just simply track your logic for like 3 seconds. That implies that according to Trump, they're a domestic terrorist organization. But then you want to walk back on that because you know how insane that is. So then it goes back to the grand elusiveness where you can't clearly tell me who Donald Trump is and isn't labeling as domestic terrorists. What are you
Well,
doing,
'cause he
Richard?
didn't